Welcome back to Dixon's Reptillia, and this one is going to be all about feeders. And there's going to be one specific feeder we're focusing on today, and that's mealworms. So let's say you got your very own little collection going on, but you're going out and getting feeders is too much of a hassle. Today I'm going to show you how to get your own and raise your very own right now. Let's get into it. Well, starting your very own mealworm farm is very easy, and I'm going to show you the most simplistic way that I made my own to show you guys today. So really and truly, it's not too bad. You're just going to need a couple things, and I'm going to show each of them right now. You're going to want to go out and try to find yourself like mesh, like small mesh. I use these right here. Not too bad. Just something fine for, you're gonna see why, but mesh, small wiring, stuff like that. Then you're gonna want a hot glue gun, something like this, or you can use like some adhesive, something that can glue stuff really well together. And then the next thing you're gonna need is this right here, and these you can get at Walmart for like $5. And these are the bins that mealworms are in. So I'm gonna show you how the setup is and how you get rid of everything together. So I'm just gonna show you one that I have done already, so it's not too bad. I'm cleaning it up so it looks a bit dirty, but this right here, all you want to do is the mesh that I showed you earlier. This right here, just want the mesh, and then you're gonna take the mesh and then you're gonna hot glue gun it all the way around. You can cut the whole bottom part of the drawers out, and then you hot glue gun the mesh at the bottom. And this right here is where you're gonna have the beetles, because the beetles are gonna be here, they're gonna be growing, doing your thing, and then the eggs are gonna be dropping through right here for the bottom, and then you're gonna see for the rest. When you get into these, I would say get 3, and I'll show you why. Well, this right here is just 2, but if you get 3, you can have the top part for the pulpas. That's where the mealworm has that little pulping stage. I'll show you that after this, but the top would be for the pulpas, the middle would be for beetles, and then the bottom would be for the babies and the mealworms itself. Let me show you the different stages. All right, so I'm gonna be showing you the different stages of the mealworm. So this right here is just how the mealworm is. So that's just a normal mealworm. And then this right here is just a freshly shed mealworm. Hope you guys can see that clearly. Let me zoom it in a bit. And then from here, you're gonna have the pulpa, which is this guy right here. When the mealworm is just looking like that, that's its pulpa stage. So a mealworm, freshly shed, pulpa stage, and then after that you're going to have the beetle, and that's the beetle right there. I know he's wigging out, but yeah, so these are pretty much 4 stages: beetle, pulpa, freshly shed, mealworm. And that right there is just an overview of how they look. Hopefully that helps with everything else that I'm going to be explaining. Hopefully that cleared up anything when I say mealworms, pulpa, and then the beetles themselves. But all you're going to need pretty much to start early mealworm farm is 3 basins of those stuff from Walmart. Cut it out all the way around. I'll show you again. Cut it out all the way around. Then you're going to use the hot glue gun to paste down the mesh, and this is where the beetles, after they morph out of the pulpa, would go, and then you'd be good to go. I'm gonna show you my very own mealworm setup right now and how everything is when you just first got the mealworms, how everything should look, so you can work your way up into getting beetles and then they start reproducing. Alright, so this right here is the basic setup of the mealworms. All you're gonna need is Quaker oats, any kind of oats or meal. They like that stuff. These right here, these are tomatoes. They love that because that's for them water. These right here, these are potatoes, so you can use carrots, potatoes, tomatoes, stuff like that, stuff for water that they can eat. And then I also grind up some dog food because it fattens them up and it gets them to a good healthy weight for when they shed out into their pulpas and into their beetles, they can last longer. So this right here would be the base setups. I use this. Sometimes I sprinkle this with a little bit of water, but I don't get it too damp. You don't want to do that because they will start to pretty much eat this and then they can't really pass that. So bad day. But yeah, this is the basic setup for the mealworms. And then this would be the first container, and then this would be at the bottom. And then on top of this, you would just have the meshed container on top where you would put the morphed out beetles up into the mesh. And then for the third container, you're going to want to put the pulpa up there. You're not going to want to put the pulpa with these guys or with the beetles because the pulpa is pretty much a sack of water. Like, they will pretty much eat the pulpas, and if they eat the pulpas, you won't have any beetles, and then if you have no beetles, you won't have no mealworms. So yeah, so that's why you need 3 separate containers. One for the mealworms, where you're gonna put at the bottoms, the one with the meshed out bottom where you're gonna put the beetles, and then the top with just a regular bottom for the pulpa at the top. And that's all you need. So the only thing is, when these guys morph out, you just gotta have to shift around to find the pulpas so you can transfer them up top. And as soon as you see the pulpas morph out into beetles, you're going to put the beetles into the beetles tub, and then that's how the cycle goes. Another thing too, these guys, they shed out pretty often. So what I would do when I'm cleaning, I'll get a sifter and then I pour out the beetles on it to sift out their poop and other stuff. And then I'll get like a little vacuum, like a car vacuum, and I'll put on top of it just to get their shed off. And then that's how I do with that. But yeah, this is pretty much the farm. Nothing too crazy, but it's efficient. It works pretty cool. So yeah, this is for feeders, and it's pretty good. It's efficient as long as you stay on top of where you're putting what. And another thing too with the beetles, they also eat oats, they eat oranges, they like tomatoes, carrots, stuff like that. So you just put those on the mesh and you're set, and they will reproduce, lay eggs in here. Eggs turn into mealworms, mealworms pulpa, and then beetles, and you're good to go. You won't have to go out and try to find feeders for your baby reptiles. So yeah. And with that, you can have your very own mealworm farm. And it's pretty simple, it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is just stay on top of transferring who into what tub, and it's gonna be worth it in the long run. You don't always gotta go out and buy feeders. You can just have your own little farm working for you. So that was my video on how to get your very own meal farm. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to hit a like, drop a comment what I could improve, what you like about this video, what videos you would like to see me do, just anything at all. And don't forget to subscribe because you don't want to miss out on these amazing content that I'm producing for you guys. But thank you for watching this video, and I hope the farm will be great for you guys. Peace out.